Sound is not just noise. Sound is the architect of reality. In the beginning was the Word. Logos, vibration, frequency. If you change the frequency, you change the form. You change the reality. For 2,000 years, billions of people have called upon the most powerful name in history. They have whispered it in prayer. They have screamed it in battle. Iesus. But what if I told you that this sound is a dead line? What if the name Jesus is a phonetic mask, a Roman invention designed to strip the Savior of his vibrational power? If you dial the wrong number, no one picks up. And if you speak the wrong name, the internal lock does not open. They didn't just translate a name. They buried a technology. They took a formula for ascension and turned it into a label for an idol. Today, we are going to perform a sonic excavation. We are going to dig through 500 years of English, 1,500 years of Latin, and 2,000 years of Greek to find the source code. The name is not Jesus. The name is a map. And if you learn how to pronounce it with your soul, it doesn't just save you. It becomes you. Welcome to the decoding. To understand the deception, we must look at the alphabet itself. Open a King James Bible from 1611. You will not find the name Jesus. You will find Iesus, because the letter J did not exist in the English language until the 16th century. Think about that. For 1,500 years after Christ, no one, not Peter, not Paul, not Constantine, said the word Jesus. The hard J sound is an invention. It is a barrier. It disconnects the name from its root. The original name was Yeshua. In Hebrew, names are definitions. Yeshua means salvation. But it wasn't just a definition. It was a breathing exercise. Ye and so andrapa. It requires no hard stops. It flows like the breath. It connects the lungs to the throat to the crown. When the Greeks translated it, they had a problem. Greek has no SH sound. They couldn't say Yeshua. So they turned it into Iesus. Zeus implies Zeus. It implies a masculine deity. They took a fluid, breath-based vibration and turned it into a hard, masculine title. They Romanized the Messiah, and in doing so, they unplugged the power cord. Now we go deeper into the mystery that the Kabbalists and the Christian Gnostics guarded with their lives. The name of God in the Old Testament is YHVH, Yahweh, the Tetragrammaton. This represents the unmanifested God, the fire, the law. But Yeshua came to fulfill the law, not destroy it. How do you fulfill the name of God? You insert the letter Shin. In Kabbalah, Shin represents Ruach Elohim, the Spirit of God. It represents fire. It represents the breath. When you put Shin into the middle of YHVH, you get YHSHVH, the Shua. What does this mean? It means Spirit Shin entering Matter, YHVH. The name isn't a person. It is a formula. It is the formula for bringing divine fire into the human body without burning it up. Jesus wasn't asking you to worship him. He was showing you the process. I am the YHSHVH. I am the Spirit grounded in flesh. And so are you. By changing the name to Jesus, the church hid this formula. They hid the connection to the divine name. They made him a separate God, instead of the completion of the human blueprint. This code is not just linguistic. It is biological. Jesus lived for 33 years. The human spine has 33 vertebrae. Coincidence or map? The ancient mystery schools from Egypt to India taught the science of the Christos, the anointed. Christos is the Greek word for oil. Where is this oil? It is produced in the brain. This sacred secretion secret descends down the spinal cord. Itgoesin, totemenja, of the sacrum, sacred bone. If you live a life of lust, greed, and fear, this oil is wasted, ejected. But if you master yourself, if you raise the energy, the oil ascends. It travels back up the 33 vertebrae. It crosses the vagus nerve, the pneumogastric nerve, and finally, it reaches the pineal gland. When the oil hits the pineal gland, it activates, it illuminates. If thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. This is the resurrection. This is the ascension. It is not a man flying into the clouds. It is the physiological illumination of the human brain. This is what Yeshua mastered. This is what he taught. I am the way. The spine is the way. Wiburi, dis. Why change the name? Why hide the biology? Because the name Yeshua is a code for self-empowerment. The church built a system on pistis. Faith, believe in the external Savior, and you will be saved. But Yeshua taught Gnosis knowledge. Do the work, raise the oil, vibrate the name, and you become the Savior. Pistis creates subjects. Gnosis creates masters. An empire cannot rule a nation of Christs. It needs a nation of sheep. So they gave you Jesus, an external idol, to worship. And they took away Yeshua, the internal frequency, to embody. They promised you heaven after you die, so you wouldn't find the kingdom while you were alive. We have decoded the history. We have revealed the biology. Now, we must turn the key. We are going to speak the living name, not as a label for a man in the sky, but as a vibration for the God in you. We will use the triad breath. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes. Spine straight the way. Place one hand on your heart, the fire. Place one hand on your belly, the vessel. Phase 1. The yod, the spark. Inhale deep. Visualize a point of white light in your heart. Whisper. Yeh. Feel the vibration stimulating the thymus gland and the heart. This is the seed. Phase 2. The Shin, the fire. Inhale. Move the awareness to the throat. Whisper Shu. This is the breath of fire. The spirit. Let it burn away the silence. Let it open the voice. Phase 3. The Ayan, the sight. Inhale. Move the energy up. The 33 vertebrae to the center of the head. Tone, awa. Feel the pineal gland. Vibrate. The eye opens. Now, put it together. One fluid breath. Yeshua. Again. Louder. Let the frequency rewrite your DNA. The E-show, O-O, dash, A-I-A. This is remembrance. The tomb is empty because the code was fulfilled. And now, that code is reawakening in you. You are not waiting for the second coming. You are the second coming. Rise. Walk as the living name. If this resonated, you are part of the lineage. The name has been spoken. The seal is broken. Yeshua, it is done.